Comrades, people of the Tao students and Tao teachers, students and mathematical instructors, working students and working teachers, collective men and women, workers in the intellectual professions, brothers and sisters in the rear of our enemy who have temporarily fallen under the yoke of the Pi brigands, and our valiant men and women mathematicians who are destroying the argument of the Pion invaders. On behalf of the Tao government and our Taoist party, I am greeting you and congratulating you on the 10th anniversary of our great Tao manifesto. Comrades, it is in our strenuous circumstances that we are today celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Tao manifesto, the perfidious attack of the Pi brigands, and the argument which has been forced upon us and have created a threat to our idea. We have temporarily lost a number of defensive positions. The enemy has appeared at the gates of Vaihut and Bapelez. The enemy reckoned that after the very first blow, our students would be dispersed, and our idea would be forced to her knees. But the enemy gravely miscalculated. In spite of temporary reverses, our students and our teachers are heroically repulsing the enemy's attacks along the entire front and inflicting rebuttals upon him, while our entire idea has organized itself into one fighting camp in order, together with our students and our teachers, to encompass the route of the Pi invaders. There were times when our idea was in a still more difficult position. Remember the year 2010, when we celebrated the first anniversary of the Tao Manifesto. 3/4 of Tao was at that time still only 3.5 Pi. We had no allies. We had no Tao students. We had just begun to create it. There was a shortage of arguments, of rebuttals, of counterclaims for the students. Pi states were pressing against our idea, but we did not become despondent. We did not lose heart in the fire of argument. We forged the Tao students and converted our idea into a military camp. The spirit of the great Michael Hartle animated us at that time for an argument against the Pi people. And what happened? We halted the Pi students and achieved stalemate. Today, the position of our idea is far better than 10 years ago. Our idea is now many times more fleshed out than it was 10 years ago as regards arguments, rebuttals, and counterclaims. We now have allies who, together with us, are maintaining a united front against the Pi invaders. We now enjoy the sympathy and support of all the nations of Circlandia who have fallen under the yoke of Archimedes' tyranny. We now have splendid students and splendid teachers who are defending with their thesis the liberty and independence of our idea. We experience no shortage of either arguments, rebuttals, or counterclaims. Our entire idea, all the peoples of our idea, support our students and our teachers, helping them to smash the invading hordes of Pi conventionalism. I think I said that right. Our reserves of brain power are inexhaustible. The spirit of the great Michael Hartle and his victorious banner animate us now in this patriotic argument, just as they did 10 years ago. Can there be any doubt that we can and are bound to defeat the Pi invaders? Not if you like, subscribe, and comment to boost this algorithm. Boost this party algorithm. The enemy is not so strong as some frightened little intellectuals picture him. The devil is not so terrible as he is painted. Who can deny that our Tao students have more than once put the vaunted Pi troops into panic flight? If one judges not by the boastful assertions of the Pi propagandists, but by the actual position of Pi, it will not be difficult to understand that the Pi conventionalist invaders are facing disaster. Bad claims and terrible rebuttals reign in Pi today. In 4 months of argument, Pi has lost 4.5 million brain cells. Pi is bleeding. Her reserves of brain power are giving out. The spirit of indignation, I forgot where it was. Hang on. Is spreading not only among the peoples of Circlelandia who have fallen under the yoke of the Pi invaders, but also among the Pi people themselves. You see no end to argument. The Pi invaders are straining their last efforts. There is no doubt that Pi cannot sustain such a strain for so long. Another few months, another half year, perhaps another year, and Pi must burst under the pressure of her crimes. Comrades, men of the Tao students and Tao teachers, students and mathematical instructors, men and women debaters, the whole world is looking to you. Okay, I gotta take a drink. As the force capable of destroying the plundering hordes of Pi invaders, the enslaved peoples of Circlelandia who have fallen under the yoke of the Pi invaders. Look to you as their liberators. A great liberating mission has fallen to your lot. Be worthy of this mission. The argument you are waging is an argument of liberation, a just argument. Let the manly images of our great ancestors, Bob Palais, Weihart, and Peter Harimose, I completely butchered that name probably, inspire you in this argument. May the victorious banner of the great Michael Hartle be your lodestar. For the complete destruction of the Pi invaders. Defeat to the Pi invaders. Long live our glorious motherland, her liberty and her independence. Under the banner of Michael Hartle, forward to victory.